first, so they're close to getting back to 1,000, just where they were last year. So congratulations on that. Am I doing awards now?
Yeah.
Oh. You want to say about the mic? Okay. And drum roll, please, Neil. That's not working. There we go. Senior Healthcare Leader Award, Carol Ann Ahern. She's the Department Administrator, Pathology Practice, Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa. So, and just so you know, all of my awards are being done in person because it's important for me to have that CEO of their hospital or organization to be there when those awards are presented. So just wanted to share that with everyone. And the batteries going there. Dr. Zach Pruitt, who's Senior Healthcare Leader Award, Associate Professor, College of Public Health at the University of South Florida. He is also the Secretary, as well as immediate past President for Western Florida chapter. North Florida. Alexis, you beat my record. We ended last year with 827. She now has 832. So now, congratulations. So a little bit about North Florida, all the way from Jacksonville to Pensacola, down to Ocala, and all points in between. We have currently 134 active fellows. Several are in the room here today. Last year, the chapter had the distinction of receiving the Chapter Distinction Award for meeting 2 of the 4 metrics that all the chapters are graded on. And then also last year, the chapter was awarded the Diversity Award for accomplishments in diversity. All right, drum roll. Early Careers Award, Matt Nedley, Operations Administrator, Mayo Clinic. Early Careers Award, First Lieutenant Jordan Dean Morgan, Director, TRICARE Ops Operations, Patient Administration, for Special Operations Healthcare Organization, which is in Herbert Field, West Florida, North Florida. And lastly, our Academic Faculty Leadership Award. This is we really get some latitude of the award titles, and this is the first time that we've actually gone and presented an academic, because as we know, higher education is very important to all of us in this room. It's important to those future leaders, those students. And this year we're awarding Dr. Jeffrey Harrison, Professor of the Department of Health Administration at the University of North Florida. And for those of you who are not aware, we have a 15-hour face-to-face session at the Florida-Georgia game coming up in 2 weeks. So if you need your credits, let us know. Are you next, Neil?
I think so.
I'll still get to talk.
Yeah, you're cut off. I'm not going to give Mary the hook. I'll give you the hook. All right, so if you saw the map, we already talked about the geographic reach of the North and West Florida chapters. Not as convenient to be here. I benefit from geographic location. We get to host this in Orlando pretty much every year, so it's a lot easier for our members to get here. So I'm going to do my awards in person here today, and I believe most of our award winners are here, whether they know it or not. But first, I want to talk a little bit about ACHE of South Florida. So this is the chapter I consider my adopted child, because I grew up in the Central Florida chapter and have now adopted the South Florida chapter. I'm learning a lot, meeting a lot of people. It's a huge chapter. Obviously, it serves Miami and Fort Lauderdale and all the way down to the Keys and to Marion County. Marion County?
Monroe.
Yeah. Okay. So I think there's only 7 counties, but there's a population of 7 million people in this area. So it's a huge population, 1,100 members, give or take, any given day. It changes, it fluctuates. A lot of fellows, a lot of student members. Actually, we founded as the South Florida Healthcare Executive Forum, so you may have joined or may have known other people that joined when it was called that and became part of ACHE in 2004. Has adopted even more of a geographic region and changed its name in 2020 very recently to ACHE of South Florida. Again, a huge population. I'm still learning a lot, but love that area now that the Bright Line train is open and running. I'm down there a lot more frequently. So I do have some awards that I'd like to give out for the South Florida, and I actually have them. So if the person winning these awards could come up on stage, and Bill, if you wouldn't mind joining me, we'll do a picture with the award recipient. So actually, at Abandondolo, I always get that. I always get mixed up with that one. She's the Director of Business Development and Physician Relations at Memorial Regional Hospital. She's been involved in the student services group and helping with that. She's worked with the committee expanding the student case competition through the state of Florida, and really just kind of has been a pivotal member of the chapter down there. She's been a member since 2018, and just that's all I have to say. So, you get white glove service with these two.
Oh, very good.
Turn it around and take a picture. All right, next up we have Carlos Alon, Memorial Healthcare System Director of the Neuro Service Line for our Mid-Level Healthcare Executive Award. Carlos? So Carlos has been a member since 2008 of ACHE, and that's about when I joined as a student member, not to date it. Joined the board in 2020, where he's really kind of taken on programming chair-elect. If anyone has been in that role before, it is go. It's like a full-time job on top of your full-time job. So Carlos, thank you so much. All right, and the third Regents Award that I have for the South Florida chapter, and I've got 3 more after this for the Central Florida chapter. Matt Garner. Matt's winning our Senior Level Healthcare Executive Award. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Broward Health North. Someone I'm just getting to know a little bit better, but has been part of several different committees, and as you can imagine, being a CEO and being actively involved in your ACHE chapter, that's a very rare thing. So we're excited to have Matt as part of the board in the Central Florida chapter. All right, now I'm going to go into the Central Florida chapter. Now I mixed this up, this sequence here, just to see how this goes. Is it flowing okay? It's a little choppy, but I wanted to give love to each specific chapter, and so give them a love with the slide, and then showcase their members who are really making a difference. So, ACHE of Central Florida. This is the chapter that I didn't necessarily grow up in, but really kind of cut my teeth here in Central Florida. It's a very active, very welcoming, very strong-knitted community here in Central Florida. 762 current members and growing every year. 40-plus events every year. We have a very strong student organization that hosts about a monthly Lunch and Learn event. We host about 25 to 30 events every given year. from a networking perspective, from a education perspective, top-notch events. They get talked about across ACHE all the time. Do a little plug for the Women Healthcare Symposium that's coming up. I'll do several plugs throughout this presentation here today for this. That'll be coming up November 16th, I believe, is the date for that. So mark your calendars. Please be here November 16th. Women Healthcare Leadership Symposium. Not only can women attend, but men can attend as well. It's just a title. It's just a title. Then we have precision medicine signature events. We do our own local matching of mentors and coaches. So if you have reached out to ACHE National and they have matched you up with someone effectively the way that you'd like, you can reach out to us. We'll do the same. A lot of great ways to connect with other leaders. Very active group. We're always looking for more volunteers, so that's my little pitch for Central Florida now. I'm going to do some awards. So first up is the ACHE Regent Award with no delineation. There's no specifics on this one. And I put that out there because this person is kind of too broad. I couldn't come up with a term that covered this. So Morgan, Kennedy Lampier. I don't know if you knew about this. Morgan's the Senior Talent Technology and Design Consultant for my own Orlando Health. Has taken on lots and lots of different roles, and is taking on memberships chair this year, and is also on the Women Healthcare Leadership Symposium Planning Committee. She's on my Regents Advisory Council, and gets asked to do a lot of things, and either steps into them or finds someone who can step into those roles. And I've always, I'll insert this kind of in the middle of my piece here, is my Regent Award goes to people who pour their heart into ACHE and give more than they're going to take from ACHE, and Morgan's the epitome of that. So congratulations. All right, next up, this one does have a specific title on it. This one is the Mid-Careerist Award, and this goes to Tim Farley. So Tim came on board with the chapter just a year or two ago, as is now the chair of the Volusia County Local Programs Council, and has kind of skyrocketed that local programs council, really took it to the next level, has raised funds beyond our wildest dreams, has established a leadership development program in partnership with some of the large health systems up in that area, and just, turning it into something that probably could stand alone as its own chapter. So thank you so much, Tim. Congratulations. All right, last but not least, for the Regents Awards, I do have one more. Sorry, I'm taking up the entire. I'm also the timekeeper here today, so I'm failing miserably. The next one is kind of near and dear to my heart. One of my favorite people, Senior Careerist Award winner, Vic. Likes the word senior in there, but I believe this is your third Regents Award. Third? That's right. So we got the trifecta. I don't know of anyone else that has 3 Regents Awards. Congratulations.
I'm old or distinguished.
More time to showcase his skills and abilities. But everybody knows Vic in the Central Florida chapter, and I think everyone in a lot of other chapters are wondering who Vic is. Just the epitome of giving back to ACHE. A mentor of mine, really good friend, colleague. Big fan of Vic, so it's my Right, we have one more award to give. I have one more award to give, and this is the Distinguished Service Award. So this is part of ACHE's recognition program. It's just, in general, a way for them to track all of the volunteer hours, all of the efforts that you put in. If you're not tracking your volunteer hours in my ACHE, do so, because they're the work for doing things, and you get a nice, fancy little helmet with an extra star on it every time you reach a new level. So there's 3 different levels. You get 1, 2, or 3 stars. I'm at the 1 star. I'm almost at 2. Like, you know, when I reach Vic's age, maybe I'll have 2 or 3. But so this year we have one winner of this Distinguished Service Award, which is the 2-star level, and that is Jake Bohr. So Jake is the President and Chief Experience Officer of Integrated Loyalty Systems, huge patient experience advocate, has worked with Disney, worked at Disney, with the Disney Institute, just one of the most passionate people on treating our patients right and giving them the right experience and thinking differently, and gives back, does a lot of work with ACHE from a national, regional, and local perspective. So we're really excited and happy to have Jake as part of our staff.
No white gloves?
No white gloves.
But a nice
certificate. So my next slide asks us to be back here 3 minutes ago. That didn't really make too much sense.
Hey, Neil, why don't you tell the members how can they get a service award?
Yeah.
I have to list out. There's probably 40 different things that you can do to get a service award. You can volunteer on your local chapter. You can grow into an executive committee position on your chapter as president. You can write articles for any one of our journals or publications. You can, what else do we have on there, Wes? You probably have that list.
All the service, well, yeah, because I have this exemplary.
Oh, you have the 3 stars. That puts you in a different age bracket.
But no, you have to self-report. There's things that the college reports, but you know, how many of you are out here mentoring others? Hopefully everyone is, right? Report it, because those are the things, because that's how we grow. That's how our organizations grow. Sorry, Neil.
No, absolutely. There's tons of things you can do. If you go to myache.org and go to your My Volunteer Hours, you can track that. There's a whole list of all of the different things that you can do. I aspire to do several of them, knowing that I probably will never write some sort of academic journal article, but you get credit for all of those things. So when you track them, some of them they'll track for you. Most of them you have to self track that. So really, really excited for Jake, and hopefully everyone else is striving to get that extra star on your lapel pin. So we are going to do a quick break. We're going to do a 5-minute break. We've got a little love for our sponsors here, CSI Professional and School of Global Health Management and Informatics at UCF, University of Central Florida. Big thank you to them. Maybe have them come up and say a word or two if they're available after we get back from break, okay? So 5 minutes, we'll be back here at 12:35. Thank you.